everyone, this is Annie from Stamp Anything, and I am going to show you how to assemble the Cascading Mini Album. So this is the new die, and it comes with all the pieces you need for your cutting paper. You have your pocket piece here, and there is the mat that goes on the pocket. You have the mat on the inside of the die and the mat for the outside covers. You have a mat for the little pocket, and then this is the actual structure of the die. So this is what we're going to go ahead and show you. And I have a leftover kit. We did this as a workshop at the expo. We made ours into a little mermaid album, but of course you can cut yours into anything that you would like for it to be. You can do this with birthday paper, holiday paper, anything you wish. Okay, so let me just get adjusted here. And I already have my pieces cut out. And these are just standard tags, but if you have a die that fits into the pocket, or you can just cut pieces of paper to fit, it also will hold gift cards. So what I'm doing here is I have my, the base of my album right there. And then I have my pockets, and it uses 4 of these pockets. And then I have 4 of my mats for my pockets. And then I have my outside cover pieces, and then my inside mat piece. So we're just going to go ahead and start first off with our bottom piece, our base of the album, and you can see the die does score it for you, and it has a 1/4 inch of a spine, so you could make it a little chunky with what you're putting in there. So we're just folding them on our score lines, and then we're also folding in the little pocket, and we're going to fold up on the little tab. Now, the most important part you need to know is when you're doing your tabs is make sure you only get your glue on, or your double-sided tape, whichever you're going to use, on the outside of the tab when you're assembling it. That way you actually form the pocket. I've seen people that put the glue on the inside and then close it and then fold it. That's not going to give you the pocket that you want. So just make sure that you are aware of that when you're putting this together. So here is my tab. I am folding it up, and then I am putting my glue, and I'm just using Stamp Anything white glue. Again, you can use double-sided tape if you wish. And I'm just going to line that up to the bottom of my die. I'm just going to hold it in here. Make sure that the glue sticks nice. And then I have my triangle piece, and that is going to be the mat that goes right on my corner. Oh, you know what? First, what we should have done, scratch that, go back, hold on. Your inside pocket mat goes down first. It's the skinny rectangle one. So put that down before you go ahead and do your pocket. If you already did your pocket, it's not a big deal. You can slide it in and it'll be fine. Okay, so I'm just going to slide this down, and I'm just going to make sure it's got as much of an even border around all of the sides. So, and then I could go ahead and glue my triangle piece as well. Again, just trying to make the border around as even as I can. And then we're going to get our cover pieces. We're going to just flip our paper over. You're going to have a skinnier rectangle and then a chunkier rectangle. And this is going to make your outside cover. So you're just going to go ahead and glue these pieces down. And again, just trying to center them as best as you can with your border all around. So I'm trying to keep it from that first score line all the way around. And then my second one. And we will put this centered onto the main front cover. Or back cover, actually. That's the back cover. So here is your album so far with it opening. And yes, it opens left to right. And that is so that our tags can hang out on the outside. So we're going to go ahead and put that aside. And we're going to start working on our pockets. And you're going to do all of these pockets the same way. So these pockets have the cutout notch, a tab on the top, a tab on the bottom, a folding score in between. I think I have two here. Hold on, I have two in my hand. There we go. And then you also have another tab here. We are not touching this tab at this time. We are just going to be working with the folding it in half and the top and bottom tab on the notched edge. So we're going to go ahead and fold this under. And you want to make sure that your notch is to the left because that's how it goes into the album. Folding this piece under. And then your top tab on the side is going to go under that way, and your bottom tab will go this way. And then this tab is not touched at all. And then it's going to fold under like so. So you can still see the top of that tab. We're just going to put glue on the outsides of these tabs. Again, do not put the glue on the inside. It's on the outside so you can form that pocket to put your journaling cards or gift cards inside. So I'm just putting my glue there, and then I'm folding it over, and I'm just going to press down and hold it, making sure I get a nice connection. So you should still see that tab on the top and then the form of your pocket, and you should have a pocket when you open it up like so, and your items will fall inside. You're going to repeat this again for the next 3 tabs that you have. So I'm folding the top down, the bottom up, and then this goes towards the back. Again, always with my notch side to my left. And then I'm going to glue it down. Fold it over. And make sure I get a really good connection with my glue to my paper. And then just quickly repeat for your last 2. So they're all constructed the exact same way. So just going to glue down our 3rd and then our 4th. And it just makes a really cute slimline cascading waterfall style mini album when we're completed. And again, any papers you use will deter if you want to do it for birthdays, holidays, just because. Really cute spring papers and journaling your gardening or your summers. You can use anything you want. Okay. So now I have my 4 pockets done. I am going to grab my mats for my pockets, and I'm just going to glue those to the top, and again keeping my border around it as evenly as I can. And you're going to do this with all 4 pockets, and you can have them all the same. You don't have to change the paper. I changed the paper because a little bit of it peeks out, when it is all folded together. So I wanted it to show the different colors, but you could keep yours simple and monotoned if you wanted to. However, you want to do with whatever paper you're using. So that's pocket 2. And then we're going to do our last 2 pockets. Here we go with pocket 3. And 2 of my pockets are the same paper, which I will break up when I put it down. Okay, so then this one is going to go here. And now our pockets are complete. And now for the final piece, you're going to grab back your main item and open it up. And if you did do your pocket color covers in different colors, you kind of want to assemble them in the way that you want. So you know which color is going to be going on top of which one when it is closed. So I'm just going to do my spread like that, because what you're going to do is you're going to lay down your top pocket and your bottom pocket, and then you'll put your middle ones in between. And to do that, this is where that tab that we did not use is going to come into handy. So what you're going to do is you're going to put glue on the back side of this tab. So I'm just going to be adding my glue, or again, your super strong double-sided tape. And you are going to make this line flushed with the top of your album, but centered in this section. So I am going to just push it all the way up and have it flushed. And the only part that's getting glued is this little tab, so that this part can still lift up. So just make sure that you have that flushed to the top. And there's your first pocket. Then you're going to grab your bottom pocket. And for your bottom pocket, same thing. You're just going to put your glue on the bottom of your on the back side of that tab. And this time we're going to make the bottom of the pocket flushed with the bottom of the panel and keeping it in line, but it does go underneath this pocket. So I'm going to just line it up, lift up my pocket, and place it down. And I want to make sure that it's lined up with the sides of those pockets and on the bottom here, and then pushing it down. And that's all there is to it. Okay. And then for your final 2, you're going to put the same again. You'd put the glue on the top of that backpack. But what you're going to do is now just eyeball to evenly distribute it in between your first and second one. And you just kind of, you can technically, if you wanted to, take out a ruler and measure it if you wanted it to be perfect, but you can just eyeball it that it's even sections as well. So I'm going to flip this tab up so that I can go ahead and put, again, it's just on the back side of the tab. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I want it to go. I'm going to slide this one out for a moment. Line this up with the ones that are already in there. And then I can go ahead and do the last tab on my last pocket. And you might have to clip it for the glue to be held in there in the very beginning until it dries. Just depends on what kind of glue you're using. But basically, when you're done, you have this cascading folder, and when it folds over the cover of your album, they stick out. And that is when you would be able to put in your journaling tags, which you can just tie off with your different colored strings. So we just had some string here, and I'll just quickly show you how these go in. And you can also tie ribbon on them, whatever you want, and then your pocket journaling tag slides right in there. You can also cut your tag down if you wanted them to be at different intervals of how far they stick out. That's just a personal choice on your end. Again, you can also put a gift card in there. If you have edger dies, you can just cut out a rectangle piece and use your edger dies to get the different looks on the tags that you want to put on the outside. I also do stamping, so you can also get an image or a different kind of stamp, and you can actually put that on your cover as well. You can decorate it however you want. You can use gold ribbons, you can tie it around, basically however you want. But this is the standard construction of your mini album. You got a little pocket there, and then you have your flips of your pockets here. And that is as easy peasy as it gets. And now you are done with your album. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye bye.